Hello and welcome to this Tuesday, August 27th, 2019 episode of Sidekick Mastermind. I messed that whole thing up, and this is probably one of the worst ones to mess up like that. But I'm just going to keep going because I've already started. This is a simple YouTube, Facebook, and video live and an Anchor live. And I'm making this to Peter Liegl, but it's really to the world. Playing in an RV is a lot of fun. Being able to enjoy the RV life, living in a tiny space, having fun with your family, doing things that allow you to look at the world in a new way, in a free, adventurous way. Travel trailers, fifth wheels, those things have opened up a new world for Americans. And in Indiana, especially Forest River, was able to really buy up so much of the market. They started in '96, but they bought up all these companies that were founded in the '70s and stuff like that. All these really classic companies. And so I commend him for doing that. I commend you, Peter, for doing that. It's amazing what you've done with this big company. There are still some players out there, but overall, Forest River really has done some extraordinary things in the market. And I wasn't really prepared for this video, and I just decided that I needed to go live. And here's an interesting thing. Peter will probably never see this, but if he does, I would like to do an interview with you. I can't find anything of this guy. He has built this extraordinary company. It was acquired by Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway, and yet we know very little about the man. And I would like to be able to partner. I would like to be able to work together. I know that you guys have one factory here, and at least, I think you have multiple factories in Michigan, but I would like to see what we can do together. I don't know what is in your arsenal. I don't know what your grand mission is, other than what I've seen online, and it looks like it's to dominate the travel trailer industry. And you still haven't retired, and I think that has to do with the fact that you just love this game so much. You love this industry. And that's why I want to partner and work together and see what we can do to take this industry to another level, but also take the other work that you're doing to another level, which is disaster relief, that kind of thing. There are so many places around the world that could benefit from you and Berkshire Hathaway's resources. This is really kind of a call to action. I don't know what's going to come of this. All I know is that Peter Liegl built something extraordinary. He built something that not many people have ever built. And it's something where he was able to just start acquiring company after company after company. And now we've got this company that does $5-6 billion a year. And with this $5-6 billion a year, we are seeing innovations. We are seeing some cool things in the marketplace, and there are so many options for new travel trailers. The cost for travel trailers, for a small little travel trailer, brand new, you can get a studio apartment type thing for $13,000. That's incredible, brand new. So I'm looking to bring similar to the market for um, $10,000, get the price down a little bit more. And I want to open up financing and job opportunities and teach people how to build and really give people growth opportunities and opportunities for stepping into the people that they want to be. Uh, Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway are very inspiring people. Peter Liegl is a very inspiring man. I said Berkshire Hathaway and Warren Buffett are inspiring people, but I mean the company that he's built and what he's done and all the companies that he's acquired. There's this code of ethics and morals, and I feel like with that, we can bring to the market something very unique, something very special, something that is what Bill Gates is working on with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. I mean, we can get so many people out of hospitals by just giving them clean water. And we've got this problem in America with lead in the water. And I just seen another article. And we can create, you look at campgrounds. Campgrounds are the perfect example of what a community starting out of nothing. You can literally go in there with some equipment, put in the road, put in the sewer, the water, the electricity, put in the lines for cable and all that stuff, internet. And then you have a community with all upgraded utilities, all upgraded infrastructure. You have everything close to each other, so it's not far apart, so you're not wasting resources because of the big spaces and far stretched apart. And then we can get the 500,000 homeless people off the street. We can put them in areas where they're going to feel more at nature, feel more comfortable, feel more human. And not only that, but create entire villages. If you go to inspirelansing.com, then you go to happyherostudio.com, it sends you through a number of things. But the point is that when you have co-work space, event space, manufacturing space, all this space together, all these resources together for people, a lot of the mental illness will go away. I'm not saying all mental illness will go away, but a lot of mental illness goes away when people are living, working, playing, loving, learning, paying it forward. They'll spend $14,000 for a 2-week stay, $20,000 for a 3-week stay, roughly somewhere around there, about $1,000 per day for a psych ward visit. And of course, it's going to vary from hospital to hospital, but they'll pay for that, and they won't pay for a camper for someone to live in. And there's zoning laws that keep people from building space that small, the size of a camper. So this opens up so many opportunities with existing laws, campgrounds, this multi-billion-dollar company. We can build campgrounds very rapidly. We can build campers very rapidly. We can build the manufacturing facilities for campers very rapidly. And we can meet the price specifications that I intend to meet. So we can use some of the government funding, of course, but this is about getting rid of that. It's about empowering people. If the funding is there and they're throwing money at us, I'm not going to say don't take it, but I'm saying let's reinvent something new. Let's do something so unique for people and say, okay, you can't stay at this campground for more than X amount of days. Well, travel around the country, see different things, be part of things, open up completely new opportunities, completely new industries. This is how we save America, by building space, by putting people to work, by teaching them how to build, how to manufacture, how to go to work, how to wake up each day, and have, the habits. That's what this is really about. And about helping people heal from their sicknesses, about helping people have healthier diets, have people, sit and eat at the kitchen table with real food again. This is possible. Let's go back to what America used to be like when campers and all that were like really the big thing, when camping, the family camping trip. There are people that don't even have houses or access to clean water, access to toilets, and yet Americans live this great life. Peter Liegl is probably, I mean, the deal was estimated at 800 million. I don't know what he's worth. I don't know what he's worth, but Warren Buffett's one of the wealthiest men in the world. He's giving away so much of his money. I mean, I think that now's the time to work on something like my mission and vision to help feed, house, and empower 1 billion people. You're going to be even richer, and more people are going to be impacted. It's not just about putting people in trailers. It's about empowering people with the basics and giving them the opportunities to live, work, play, love, learn, and pay it forward, giving them the opportunity to learn from world-class educational institutes like we have on the internet nowadays. We've got a whole new world. It's completely different than it used to be. And I'm really excited about what can happen, what can come of this. I mean, me and my wife, we're moving back into our camper and we're going to be traveling around and doing certain things. But this is about the mission to feed, house, and empower 1 billion people to live, work, play for happiness, health, and selfless abundance, for global happiness, health, and selfless abundance. Because we want to inspire others, even if they're competitors. We want to inspire them to do better and better. And you don't need massive amounts of space. Like, I like the space in here. This is about twice the size of our camper. But the camper feels very similar amenity-wise. I spend all of my time out there. And it's funny because we pay for this place, and yet, we just mostly sleep inside here. Other than that, I'm outside. And, my wife's at work. And I come in and spend time with the bird and stuff like that. His name's Rev. And he just said hello, apparently. But I'm not perfect. I've got issues. I'm working on them. That's why I've started these podcasts the way that I did. But I'm so far more privileged than most people. I've got so many more opportunities than most people. Even with my disadvantages and weaknesses, I still have more opportunity, and therefore I have the obligation to keep pushing forward with this mission and vision. And so I just need help. I need some investment. I need to get just a small factory to start prototyping. And we need to, I need to keep doing my podcast and do the videos at the factory and be integrating the Tesla technology, the Apple technology. Jayco is very interesting because they're family owned, they haven't sold out, and yet they just built on this Android platform, and it's nice, it's okay, but it's not what I would do. I'm inspired by it. I enjoy what Jayco has done, but then I look at the potential, and there's potential with even a brand new company. So it's not that I'm dismissing anyone. I'm willing to open up. I don't know what kind of person Peter is. I don't know what kind of people, other than what I see online. So it's really key to be open to say, okay, well, who do I mesh well with? Who meshes well with me? And then we may be competitors, we may be working together. We never know. We never know what's to come. All we know is that we got to keep moving forward. And that's definitely what Peter Liegl has done. He has done something so extraordinary where there's like nothing out there about him, hardly. And yet he's built this multi-billion-dollar company that is manufacturing thousands of houses, basically. I don't know how many, but actually they're probably producing millions. Let me look. How many RVs Forest River per year? I know that they're one of the top sellers. Is Forest? I might not be able to find those kinds of numbers. But they've got 86 plants, 11,000 employees. This is just going from the Wikipedia, so it may not be 100% accurate. But they're the top sellers in like cargo trailers. They've got all kinds of different brands, all different subsidiaries. It's quite crazy. Coachman, Dynamax, Forest River, Palomino, Primetime Manufacturing, Shasta. Shasta was founded in 1941. It was the first house trailer built to be used as mobile military housing. In the 1950s and 60s, Shasta's iconic travel trailers were a recognizable shape on the road. As the industry's longest producer of recreational vehicles, Shasta has manufactured hundreds of thousands of RVs, building on the history in the recreational vehicle industry. Palomino, is a very similar, interesting company. They're in Michigan, and that's what drew me to them. I would really like to purchase Palomino, the Michigan manufacturing subsidiary, and be partial competitors but partial partners, because that's how Peter got started where he did. He was a CEO of Cobra Industries, and then I'm not sure what happened, but afterwards, a couple of years later, he ended up buying up the assets from the company and starting his own company, Forest River. And he started with like 600 employees, I think I saw in a video from Forest River. And now they've got all these plants around the country. They've got beautiful, you look at these things and they are extraordinary. It's like, oh my gosh, the RVs of today, I can't wait to see what they're like 30 years from now, and you can buy them for $1,000. It's going to be crazy. When you can buy the used ones for $1,500, 20 years from now, $2,500, something like that. $2,500, 20 years from now will be completely reasonable, and they're going to be way nicer than what we see today. And the manufacturing is just going to completely ramp up more and more. The key is to sell more and more travel trailers. I want to sell millions. I want to help feed, house, and empower 1 billion people. And that's going to require manufacturing small spaces. It's going to require people understanding that they don't need big spaces, and you don't, especially with virtual reality and stuff coming up. Now I live on the internet. I mean, I don't like going out other than to things that I need, but if you have massive amenities in the community and you build these villages like I have planned, so you go to inspirelansing.com and you see kind of a half pitch deck. And then you go to happyherostudio.com and you see a lot of different things. But I want to manufacture these my own unique way, mini spaces. But if they have to be on wheels, they have to be on wheels. I'm okay with that. That's why I'm coming to you. If they have to be recreational vehicles to make this possible, okay, let's build. I'm going to build a bunch of campgrounds, buy a bunch of property, build a bunch of trees, and oh man, itchy, sorry. The point is that my plan's going to move forward. I'm going to be releasing more and more information over the next week. And then I might go radio silent. I might double down. It depends on if I find an investor in that time. But when I double down and come back, even if you don't hear from me, it's like Peter Liegl. He just, even though he has no, even though he doesn't have any videos on the internet or anything like that, he's a billionaire and just created this massive organization. So even when I'm not online, I'm still working, I'm still doing things. Someone from Chicago just entered one of my websites. I rambled a lot. I wasn't focused. This isn't what got this sale done with Berkshire Hathaway. And this isn't really going to make a sale. This might actually hurt any chances of a sale. But if it does, then that might hurt Peter. And maybe I'll be buying up their assets. No, that's very cocky. I'm not. I wish everyone success, and I want him to continue to have success. He's just on a different mission than I've been, but he's into innovation and he's built an innovative company. So we might get along really well. I don't know. That's why I'm putting this content out, because he might say, oh, this guy, I don't want anything to do with him. But he might say, you know what, this guy, I want something to do with. Or someone that's a competitor with Peter will say, you know what, Peter's not going to get along with that guy, but I will. And they'll reach out to me and say, look, let's take them on. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I just know that what my mission is, that I'm continuing to research things. And today I had to create some content. So I thought it would be good to be about Peter. I thought it would be good to be about RVing, because I'm really looking into RVing a lot right now, because that's kind of where me and my wife are shifting to. We're going to be living full time and kind of traveling around a little bit. We may be settling, but there's a good chance we're going to be bouncing around from up north to Nevada and back and forth, maybe all around the country, touring the country. So if this podcast picks up, but the company itself doesn't pick up, and all I can afford is to travel around, because you can travel around really cheap. So we'll travel around, do podcasts, and do it that way and build up. And it's like Gary Vaynerchuk. Now he's huge. You know, his marketing agency is arguably, the most famous marketing agency out there. And he'll be, and when he's done, the most successful. You know, that's his mission, his vision, and he's going to keep building and building, because he's going to build brands and fix brands, marketing, and fix them to be revitalized. If you listen to all my podcasts, you know that I'm not messing around. You know that even though this podcast rambled off at times, I've got a mission and vision that I'm going toward. And even though I may sound unintelligent at times, I do have an intelligence level that's been built off of just pure ambition and passion and research. And this has taken years and years to a level of mastery. There are people that will have higher levels of mastery, but that won't have the mission and vision that I have. So it's about us partnering together and all of us coming together and using our resources to help feed, house, and empower 1 billion people in the next 30 years to live, work, play, love, learn, and pay it forward. That's the mission by 2049, to inspire global happiness, health, and selfless abundance. Thank you for this episode of Sidekick Mastermind. Head on over to inspirelansing.com for more information and join us. Be part of this. If you want to be a partner, an employee, a customer, an investor, whatever it is you want to be, let me know. If you have criticism, questions, concerns, reach out. Let us know. Thank you. Have a great one. Just do it on any of the social media accounts, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, any of them. Thank you. Have a good one.